Look at the old gatehouse there. Yeah. My money is there's a nice house at the end of that drive. It's all forestry through here. It's amazing how much forestry there is. Might be Tunstall Forest, you reckon? Oh look, there's these two mopeds that we saw. You could go on tour with your moped, look, and with everything so close here, you could quite happily do that, couldn't you, on a vehicle like that? Do you think you'll be able to get round them? Yeah. Oh, what fun. They're tearing the tarmac up, aren't they? So nice to see some of our country unspoilt. After being in Kent, this is a total joy. When you consider we got up here from Gravesend in about an hour, didn't we? Hour and a half to the coast, to the ferry point, and we're that close, we're going to have to do this again, you know. It's too close to ignore. We've been negligent up to now. Yeah, you can come up, go round, come back. You could do it in a day, couldn't you, easily? Well, I think we need to get to another cafe to have another cup of tea, to be honest with you. I just hope that the new tube outperforms my other one, though I have serious concerns about its battery life. But I will say one thing, that these roads are not that bumpy, they're flowing and in really good condition, but they don't have the traffic, do they? And the tube doesn't have stabilisation, but round here I don't think that it's that necessary, is it? It's no, beautiful flowing. This is a pretty part of the world. Just look at it. Wow. Oh, I should imagine that is changed to flats, but my guess high-end ones, don't you? Just look at these balls and bits here. They don't want anybody to steal them, do they? Got big enough chains on them. And there's a Riverside Cafe. Ever so popular. Masses of parking here. And everywhere's full. Have a poodle along. Good, isn't it? You can see why people come round here for a cup of coffee and a walk. Or a cup of tea in our case. The river view. Just look at that across there. Now the river looks tidal because it's low, and this is right next to the Maltings where everybody comes, and people walk all out on these heath, well, I don't know what you call it really, it's like Reedham with loads of fields. You can stay here with accommodation. There's lots of little rooms. And you can walk all round this and have a break in the middle of nowhere. How lovely. Beautiful stop. Now, being the Maltings, this must have been a working brewery of a massive size years ago. This is a superb stop. Yeah, definitely. That's a very big working brewery of yesteryear. Massive. There is no shortage of bacon up here. And they all look in such good health, and so many in a field, aren't they? One thing I've noticed was quite a stiff breeze blows all the time here. Being flat, there isn't the hills, there's always probably a breeze coming across here from one direction or another. Though we go up and down, they're not massive hills. But it's real unspoilt farming. It used to be the Garden of Kent, which of course it isn't now. But perhaps the Garden of Suffolk still applies. Look, more of them. It's Pig City, yeah. They all look like they're ready to be sent to a supermarket. You can't see lots of little ones, can you? Well, we've decided this is an area where perhaps the pigs come on holiday. It's like pig campsites, isn't it? It's a pig butlins, yeah. I think you're right. The whole area. Oh, we've got sheep, how boring. Let's look at the pigs. They got lovely accommodation, haven't they? To get out the weather. And look at the views across to the sea they got, how nice. There's cars right into the distance, so you haven't got to stop. We can park right up the top for a look if you want. Well, we're at Aldborough now, on the coast, but I think you can probably guess that, but I had a bit of help from Robert, who told me this was the coast. And you've got 4 Martello towers all close together. It's a big one. And you can hire it if you wanted to. I'll tell you, you'd have the place to yourself out here. £600 a night, he's looked into it. And then you look over the sea and estuary, what a beautiful place. Well, it's a bit like going off-road. The wheels are all over the place. Makes it interesting, doesn't it? Probably should go a bit faster and stand up, really. Yeah, you need to go a bit faster, really, be honest. This feels stable when you go fast. Big bump. Woo! Yeah. Faint hearts and all that. What? Yeah. It's nice with the back twitching all over the place, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely that, yeah. Oh, what? There's a couple of big ones. Look out in the middle, I'd go round them. If with yours you might not have enough clearance. Do you see what I mean? You're through it, good. Please do hear it. It's not so bad along here. Yeah. Oh, another big one coming up. We've just stopped at Aldborough. Nice little seaside town. We're going along the coast now. There's a sculpture he was quite keen at looking for. And we found it. Benjamin Britten composer, he says. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Scallops. That's what that is. Scallops to you too. Now in front of us, I don't know if you can see it because there's a lot of evening mist dropping now. You've got a dome to the right, which is probably Sizewell, and to the left you can see it sticking up is the house in the clouds. Now we're going to go past that to show it to you. How do you fancy living in it? I'll show you in a minute. Well, we're at Thorpe Nest now, and we've come here to see the house in the clouds. In the distance there's a windmill. We can't park any nearer, though we might have been able to. So we're going to walk to it and see what we think. What a pretty little area. Well, there's a windmill in the middle of, I suppose, this town up on the hill. We just walked up here, and we walked up here to see House in the Clouds. Now, it is a holiday home, and you can book it for about £2,500 a week, which is very reasonable. But it's 6 floors. Can you imagine when the postman knocks the door and you've got to come down on Amazon delivery? I bet there ain't a lift. Mind you, if I was paying £2,500, I'd want a lift. It used to be a water tower and it's been converted. What an interesting thing. We couldn't park near it, we had to park down the bottom because this is a private road. So now we've got to walk all the way back. Oh good. What's the name of the abbey? Feaston Abbey. Well, like the beer. Yeah. Well, it's very nice beer. And I'm sure once that was a very nice abbey. Right, we're at the Lion Inn, which is a rural little spot, and the church, I've noticed, is thatched in the village of Tepperton. And this is a little find that Robert's found, and it's got real ales. Good food and real ales. I think it may get a bit messy tonight, with any luck. Do you want to show us through to the rooms? I shall follow you, and we'll show people what we're having to endure. Oh, what? Now look at the quality of this. That's a thick wall. Sure this one the castle? Oh, wow. We've got sheep at the back. Looks good. And our own accommodation. Put the light on. What do you reckon then? Bathroom. We've got a kitchenette. Oh, what? We really enjoyed our meal here, and Saturday night was brilliant because we played rock bingo in the bar with the locals. They played their music. You had to then do corners, a line or whatever with the songs that you recognise. It was a great night.